Having a significant other seems like it would be a lot of fun. You can lean on that person and enjoy the time you spend together. Now, do I have experience with this? Heck no. But you know what I do have a lot of experience with? Is watching a shit ton of anime that do so. God, I am such a loser. Anyway, I made a list of 10 fantastic romance anime that will make you want to fall in love. Remember to like and subscribe for more anime content, and anyways, enough with the intro and let's hop right into it. Number 10. Golden Time. Widely regarded as possessing the OG blueprint for romance anime, this 2013 show illustrates a story about a first-year law student who becomes enchanted at a girl after learning about her crazy obsessive personality and seeing her physically assault his new college bestie with a bundle of roses. Definitely no red flags here, guys. This psychopathic girl's name is Kaga Koko, or more like Kaga Loco, but she and Tada start their college journey getting closer together by accidentally joining a cult and getting tossed from an underground rock concert. You know, typical college student behavior, but actually, Tada has amnesia and might have a boner for his childhood friend instead. So basically, we get some love triangle shit between the three and some romantic conflict arise from other side characters. I would definitely recommend this show to you if you're into that cheesy romance. Number 9. Love, Election, and Chocolate. This 2012 show is a definition of a high school romance anime, which I mean that everything is exaggerated and unrealistic. The plot begins when the Food Research Club is threatened to be disbanded because a student council realized that having a bunch of kids buying snacks and jacking off in the room after school wasn't very beneficial. However, the club decides to send the protagonist into the election campaign to become school president in order to go Donald Trump mode to say fuck you to the council and save their club.
Will you shut up, man? Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
Things become interesting when we're introduced to the scandals, corruption, and money laundering behind the scenes from all the various departments desiring to win presidency so that they can rule the school. Our protagonist is thrust into the hot, sweaty mess, but with the help of his childhood friend who is obsessed with him, and oh my god, she is so fucking crazy about this dude. But he gets help from her and a couple of other girls throughout the story, which sparks some romance that we all wish would happen to us. Number 8. Wotakoi. Love is Hard for Otaku. A show that gives hope to all the nerds in the world that they too can have love in their lives. We focus our story on a pretty, sociable girl who begins her new office job after being dumped because her ex realized how much of a geek she is. However, she runs into her childhood friend. Wow, anime sure loves their childhood. But he too is an otaku, and after catching up, they agree to start dating because of mutual interest. The show has little to no drama, and we mainly observe two couples who are all massive nerds go about their daily lives playing video games, going to anime conventions, and just being relatable. This show is very upbeat and will give you a good laugh while you root for our characters to fall in love. Number 7. Quintessential Quintuplets. If you have a thing for twins, well, this show will rock your world because it focuses on our protagonist being introduced into the world of 5 high school girls who are all physically identical and beautiful. Futaro is the smartest boy in the school but is burdened from the immense debt that his family is under. However, he comes across an incredible opportunity to receive a ton of money to tutor the 5 girls who are all dumb as rocks and in danger of being held back. Additionally, they hate his guts, so Futaro has to do everything he can to get closer to the girls, and we see in a quick foreshadowing moment that he ends up marrying one of them. It basically becomes a comedic harem, but the characters are quite likable, and we end up rooting for Futaro to fall in love with our chosen personal waifu. Number 6. Nisekoi. This anime puts a comedic twist on Romeo and Juliet as our protagonist Raku is the heir to a Yakuza family and is forced to get into a forced relationship with Chitoge, the daughter of a foreign mafia leader, to bring peace between the two rival groups. Raku is a plain looking but kind boy, whereas Chitoge is beautiful and outgoing, but the problem is that they got off to the wrong foot and absolutely hate each other. Furthermore, Raku carries a pendant symbolizing the promise he made with a girl 10 years ago to one day reunite and get married. Also, Raku has been in love with his classmate Onodera since middle school. The bonds between Raku and the girls grow quite deep, and the premise is genuinely hilarious as we see the high school students stumble their way through the Yakuza Mafia agents. The show puts a big emphasis on the pendant, and we see Raku encounter a harem where we hope our favorite girl wins. Number 5. Seikano. How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. This anime is another harem, but instead of a typical trash, this show delves into the challenges of creative professions. We're introduced to a high school otaku Tomoya who dreams of one day creating a best-selling harem visual novel. He recruits his childhood friend and successful illustrator Eriri a famous and beautiful best-selling author Yutaha, and a random boring girl Megumi to model as a main character. They start off quite strong but realize that they need to personally experience the romantic emotions to translate into their visual novel, and using anime logic, they battle for the heart of our protagonist who shows absolutely no fucking interest in women. But we do see our characters build up relationships by working together in a work environment, which gives them more deep characteristics for our characters to fall in love with. Number 4. A Lull in the Sea. A beautiful anime with human life on both land and underwater. However, birth rates have been dwindling in the underwater city, which forces the kids to put a substance on their skin to breathe air in order to attend school on the surface, where there is a lot of animosity between the two societies, symbolizing real-life xenophobia. Our characters are young teenagers undergoing puberty, and we witness them navigate through the hate in addition to the growing jealousy and love. There are a lot of cliche love triangles in this anime, but the characters show a lot of growth throughout the episodes, and it's not clear who will fall in love with who, which gives the audience a feeling of suspense. The second half becomes quite dark, and we hone in on the emotions of all of our characters, even the supporting ones, which many anime don't do. A Lull in the Sea will definitely appeal to the people who enjoy watching young characters grow up and figure out how to create their own solutions. Number 3. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. A beautiful anime that is set in a distant future, focusing on our protagonist David Martinez, who is a troubled high schooler who lives with his mom struggling to pay the bills. Humans pay for electronic body enhancements, and David often gets bullied at school for having old technology. A horrible accident occurs, and David is thrust into the crippling depression until he encounters a girl who steals for a living. He feels a connection with her, and they begin their eventful journey together, often leaning on one another for emotional support. The characters all show a lot of depth, and there is no harm in this anime. We fall in love with David and Lucy even though we know that there is going to be life-threatening conflicts at every turn. Number 2. My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. A story set in typical Japanese high school that focuses on our protagonist Hashima Hikigaya, who is kind of a dick, as he is super antisocial who constantly judges other people. He is a loner living every day with the same routine, until one day he is forced to work alongside the beautiful and intelligent Yukino Yukinoshita, who is also a loner due to others fearing her perfect nature. Both characters are snobby and cold, but the atmosphere lightens up with the essential stereotypical nice girl Yui Gahama, who is also one of my favorite all-time waifus. There kind of is a harem surrounding Hachiman, but it's on a low-key scale as the show doesn't focus on cheesy romance. Instead, it digs into human behavior and various perspectives on authentic relationships that our characters long for and work to obtain through revering friendships and, eventually, love. Number 1. Darling in the Franxx. I absolutely love the show, guys. I don't care the last couple of episodes became Star Wars: The Clone Wars with a giant flying robot unicorn waifu. No, this show is carried by the relationship between Zero Two and Hiro. All the other characters can kiss my ass, especially you, Ichi. Go fuck yourself! The story is set in the future where humanity resides in a giant mobile fortresses that require kids to form male-female pairs to pilot giant robots called Franxx to fight massive monsters from destroying their homes. Our protagonist Hiro is struggling to pilot until one day he meets Zero Two, who possesses monster blood. However, they immediately click and Zero Two becomes his partner, and they have success working in their group killing monsters. Seeing their relationship grow is honestly beautiful. We learn so much about what drives them and why they feel the need to do so. Events in the past, present, and future all merge together, and we easily become charmed with Hiro and Zero Two. The plot definitely goes sideways, but you have to witness these two falling in love. It will make your day, I promise. Hey guys, that was my 10 romantic anime that will make you want to fall in love. Never know, you might pick up some pointers on how to up your game, and don't lose hope on finding the one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe to support your boy, Big Man Jason. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.